it has been suggested that we will have a committee of 14, that is 7. This is from Parliament, both houses of Parliament. But we have said that this process, we want it to be akin to the process that was led by Kofi Annan. That is we're going to have members of Parliament in it, but they are going to sit outside Parliament. They will negotiate and only take the final product to Parliament as an accord, which will then be passed by Parliament.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are all doing fine. Thank you so much. You have finally monetized. Thank you so much for the support. And kumekuwa na vitu mingi zimekuwa zikihappen inside the country. Specifically, I'm talking about, the meeting of which I continue to minute secret meeting between Raila Amolo Odinga and President Ruto in Masai Mara in Taita Taveta County. I don't know, there has been this picture. I did a video, I posted it with this picture. People are saying that they met in State House, but I'm here to rectify that they met in a private place that was in Masai Mara. And, the clothes they were wearing are the same clothes they wore that evening when they came to have State of Nation address. So, speaking of handshake, today on newspapers, I saw on Star where Raila Amolo Odinga is saying that I saw today on newspaper where Raila Amolo Odinga is telling President Ruto that, if I will not give into consideration of the agreement and, the ultimatum of the demands that Raila Amolo Odinga want, it will be very hard for Raila Amolo Odinga, to stay in this agreement. And, this agreement for the better part of this week, there have been good, conducive environment for business, for private investors, for foreign tourist investors coming into the country. There has been a relief of peace. There is no matamano anymore. There's no damaging and looting of goods. The people who are taking advantage of this matamano currently, there's no space for them. There's no space to entertain this kind of nonsense that was in the country. But the good part is that, Raila Amolo Odinga, many people may not be fan of him, but he has taken, a great trouble in fighting a democracy for this country. Especially, he is the one who tailored for the new constitution that at least is make sure that, the devolved system of government is reaching even to person from the State House to person living in rural areas, pale kwa kijiji. So, Raila Amolo Odinga, the things that, I was supporting him, is the status of living. Despite I saw a Tanzanian comment on my video saying that, Kenyans, at some point you need to slow down because the standard of living, they are affecting, it's not just in Kenya, it's everywhere. It's in Russia, they are fighting. It's everywhere. It's in the US, the economic depression, they happen over time, even in history. So, there's been many gossip. I saw tweets from, Haridas, Udarindas, Davarindas, Sededa, Oration, church registry, church, readers. Speaking about, Susani Keka was speaking about handshake, saying that there's no handshake or a coalition government. And of course, for my video today, is the point where Susani Keka is talking about coalition government. Of course, that is an alarming term that today was on better part of newspapers, where Raila Amolo Odinga wants talk similar to Kuwait election post-violence talks that were presented over by Kofi Annan. So, the outcome of these two-way talks, we go back to history a bit. The outcome of this were Nuzu government. I did a video, I posted my shorts, so check it out. The bad part of this government was, Baji was president by then, could not initiate any derail or development programs without the consent of Raila Amolo Odinga. I don't know, Raila has been having, this argument that he's the one who won election, and, President Ruto legitimately is the one known to have won the election. And winning the election is getting majority of votes from electorate who are Kenyans who gave them votes. I don't know, it was taken court and the court cleared. The international community reported that Kenya by then had the most fair election ever. And, the argument from Raila and Odinga, and the argument from Ruto saying, I'm the president and you are damning yourself to have won the election. The good part of this was maybe Raila Odinga is saying that we have a coalition government, to what I can see. Of course, he is saying that Azimio MPs and other MPs will sit down. That was argument from President Ruto, who said that he is not into an undemocratic, agreement that we had, the better part of government he has betrayed for. So I don't know what will come up to, but I can smell that Raila Odinga eventually wants a coalition government, because when you are competing for a gold medal, there's number one and there's number two. When you defeat number two may end up saying or having the argument that the race was fair, but I think as both won the race, we were in the finish line together. So why can't we divide this gold? Why can't we divide this silver? And this, will hurt the better part of environment in Kenya. I saw, nilionanga the international community, President Wengi, US and Britain coming, to say that was a good move. That was statesmanship of President Ruto and Raila Odinga coming together for fresh talks, which is the tension that was in the country. But in my opinion, I feel that, some leaders might choose, especially in Azimio side, the rights of Martha Karua and the rights of Kalonzo Musyoka. There have been a history. I know there are fans of Raila Odinga here. This statement could not be yours because I know the comment will be bitter. But, the reputation of Raila Odinga, and, the reputation of Raila Odinga, once he get what he was, it's over. I saw a meme, I'd been it here, Martha Karua from this side and Kalonzo Musyoka from this side asking for their share. Now that there's fresh talks for the government, what do you think? Do you think even in UDA or Kenya Kwanza's government, there are some people, when you wataumia? Of course, this agreement will come with cost, but the better part of it, si tuko chini, si tumepata amani. We can continue doing what we do best, but I hope, it's change the good part of history of Baya, ukuwe history Maya. So, guys, what do you think? Comment down on your thoughts. Do you think Port Leader is telling us he want, fresh thoughts like the one for Kofi Annan in 2 weeks? Do you think he's going to the direction of a coalition government, or do you think it will be handshake, which is a term that Rigiji, has not been wanted to hear ever since? So what do you think, guys? What is this being the agreed, is this thing that we had the politics that, the meeting between Raila Odinga and Kenyatta in 2017 had the better part of President William Ruto, of which he took his whole side, even run for presidency. Do you think this meetup with Raila Odinga and President Ruto will eventually shape another destiny for Rigiji as the deputy president of Kenya, or Kenyans if they are all votes of five in the country? Comment down on your thoughts. See you in the next one.